Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly market report by J2 Wealth. This week, Nifty 50 ended at 24,854 points, whereas Sensex ended at 81,224 points. Both down 0.44% and 0.19% respectively. Moving into world market news. Canada's foreign direct investment into India doubled after the pandemic years, even as India's own investments into Canada show signs of slackening in recent years. The cumulative equity FDI inflows from Canada rose to $3.9 billion in March 2024. US stocks jumped to record highs on Friday, and the S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, and Dow Jones Industrial Average notched a 6-week win. The ECB cut its deposit rate for the third time this year by 25 basis points to 3.25%, citing sluggish economic growth and easing inflation. The euro area recorded a trade surplus of 4.6 billion euros in August of 2024, well below market expectations of a 17.8 billion euro surplus. Great Britain's report on annual inflation rate in the UK fell to 1.7% in September 2024, the lowest since April 2021, compared to a 2.2% in each of the previous 2 months. Gold prices touched an all-time high of $2,700 per ounce. The recent rise in gold prices is driven by various factors, including increased geopolitical tensions. With the war in East Europe and the Middle East intensifying, more and more investors are choosing gold as a secure investment. Moving into Indian market news. India's retail inflation rose to a 9-month high of 5.5% in September after remaining below 4% for the previous 2 months owing to higher food inflation. India's wholesale prices increased by 1.84% year-on-year in September 2024, accelerating from a 4-month low of 1.31% rise in the previous month. India's trade deficit narrowed to a 5-month low of $20.8 billion in September from $29.7 billion a month as merchandise export growth turned positive for the first time in 3 months. India's foreign exchange reserves dropped for a second consecutive week, falling to a 1-month low of $690.43 billion. The reserves fell by $10.75 billion in the reporting week, the biggest drop since April 1, 2022. They had fallen by $3.7 billion in the previous week. The selling cloud continues on the Indian stock markets on Friday with record selling by foreign investors in October. Foreign portfolio investors offloaded equities worth a staggering Rs 80,000 crores in the first 18 days of October, marking a record highest selling spree by FIIs in the Indian stock market history for any single month. The massive sell-off by FIIs this month has even surpassed the COVID-19 sell-off in March 2020, when foreign investors sold equities worth Rs 61,972 crores. When the recovery happens, it will be sharp and concentrated, giving long-term investors motivation to stay put during the harrowing volatility of a roller coaster market that has repeatedly tested support levels but remains oversold, hence ripe for a bounce sometime in the next few weeks. Moving into stocks and news. HDFC Asset Management Company on Tuesday reported a 32% quarter-on-quarter jump in net profit to Rs 578 crores. Revenue from operations rose 38% to 887 crore rupees. RBI lifts restrictions on JM Financial Services from financing against shares debentures after 7 months. Leading private sector lender Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited has entered into an agreement to acquire Rs 4,100 crores worth of personal loans of British banking major Standard Chartered Bank. Metal and mining major Vedanta Limited on Friday said it would invest Rs 1 trillion in different projects in Odisha. The company said the investment will be directed towards an alumina refinery and aluminium plant in the state. L&T Finance Q2 profit rises 17% on healthy NIM. RIL sets October 28 as a record date for 1:1 bonus share issue. Wipro Q2 net profit rises 21% to Rs 3,209 crores, beating estimates. IT major announces 1:1 bonus share issue as well. Tech Mahindra's Q2 profits rises 153% year-on-year, beating market estimates. Infosys shares slumped nearly 5% in the Friday trading session after the IT major declared its Q2 FY net profit with 2.2% quarter-on-quarter growth to Rs 6,506 crores from Rs 6,368 crores. Hyundai Motor India IPO closed with 2.37 times subscription worth rupees 46,322 crores listing on 22nd October. That's all for this week's market report. Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel.